Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Cherry. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop. The Huskies offense will get the first crack at it here. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old #1.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Darnold. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Thanks to grab. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. That's a
new set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Darnold. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Washington! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking for room. It's Bloomberg. Good, solid, determined run there. Marking down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The goalpost breathing down there. They're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Off-play action on first down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Motion from the wideout. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency here.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Got it behind the line. It's Darnold. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
With the catch, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Bloomberg. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Touchdown, Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Darnold. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just...
Touchdown, Huskies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Finds the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. They now have a 20-16 lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bloomberg. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bears. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense.
Oh, a lot of space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Bears. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
And he's still running after the move. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Husky! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. On the ground, it's Bloomberg. Crosses the 30, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run the sneak for it. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bloomberg. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you... The big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Darnold. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's brought down at the 6th, and the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So here comes the Bear offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Bears will have it first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Let's go!
The give to the tailback. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. The Huskies want to crank the tempo. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll line up to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And